It's beautiful Saturday. What a game do we have in our hands? We have Everton and Everton and Chelsea locking on playing together. Or Chelsea, Everton, Chelsea to be precise, hosting Everton at Stamford Bridge. What a beautiful day can it be? Can it be a fourth game in a row for Graham Potter and his boys? We see how Graham Potter is getting things together. But besides that, we'll be looking at the build up. We'll be looking at the build up to the game that will be played couple hours time until maybe probably like an hour and a half time. But we'll be streaming live here for just literally just an hour. And I'm being joined by Ryan, who is great Liverpool fan, and I'm here being joined by Steven, another great Chelsea fan. Fortunate to have them here today. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the stream.
All right.
Thanks.
Yep, I always say good morning, my neighbors, good afternoon, my neighbors, and good evening to all my neighbors. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media. We're streaming live on YouTube. We're starting the build up. Let's go, guys. Let's get it going. As of now, there are games going on. The Ace Leicester City, Brentford, where Brentford are down already. But we'll look into these games. And I'm gonna start from
What do you mean?
What was that again, Steven?
Brentford the winning one though.
Yeah, Brentford are up 1 to
You said
Leicester
Brentford are down.
Oh, Brentford are up 1.
Yeah,
I beg
Brentford
your
the winning
pardon.
1-0. Jensen.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna look at the Chelsea game, the build up, the euphoria, and what we're looking at what Potter has in his possession. Yesterday went deeply in terms of the preview. We talked much about what Potter was being said in the dressing room. I mean, the press conference and some questions and players that are available for this big game today. So, well, I didn't have Steven here, but I'm gonna take a lot from Steven. Also, I didn't have Ryan here, and I'm gonna talk to Ryan. Also, we have Liverpool who will be playing tomorrow. But before they play tomorrow, we'll start the build up today and also see what
They're not playing
Liverpool.
tomorrow.
Ryan said tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, but then I checked they're not because they were
Oh, it's
play
been
Fulham
postponed.
and
It's
Fulham
been
are playing in
postponed.
the
It's
FA
been
Cup
postponed.
against United.
Yeah, because of the I saw that. So yeah, thanks for the correction. Yeah, Liverpool game has been postponed. So yeah, we'll concentrate more on this today's games and some of the games that have been played at this moment in time. So Steven, take us through some of these injury players that Potter said yesterday.
Yeah, I'm just loading it up, but obviously Mendy, Thiago Silva, who else was it? Mount still injured apparently, and he'll have to pull out the England squad because he got called up to that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find it because I didn't send it too long ago. There we go. So Mount, Sterling, Asp, Silva, and Mendy are out for Chelsea. Andros Townsend's out for Everton. Calvert-Lewin's out for Everton. Sean Dyche said yesterday about Calvert-Lewin that he felt something, that they're still monitoring it. They're being careful. Calvert-Lewin's being careful with his body, trying to give him every opportunity, but he wasn't really thinking about him for the Chelsea game anyway.
Okay.
And then Patterson, I think he's a young right back or left back. He's a doubt. He has to have a fitness test, so we won't know till lineup comes out whether he's in a squad for them or not.
Yes, thank you very much. I know Ryan was very busy in terms of yesterday. We did went through the formation here, and we did talk a lot about Cucurella in this formation and how Sean Dyche has been playing his style of play and how he rely on set pieces and all that kind of stuff. Trying to, because where Everton are not far off relegation, just 1 point away from relegation. And they will be looking forward to keep clean sheet instead of conceding many goals. So when they have one goal in, it seals it all. They did the same thing to Brentford at their own backyard. No, not Brentford backyard, Everton backyard. And then they did the same thing to Arsenal also. Just one goal, and this seals everything up. Just one goal, and that was the end. So we'll be looking at
that was Sean Dyche's first game in charge, right?
Yeah, Sean Dyche first game
and
in
then
charge.
They played them like a couple weeks later and got battered 4-0.
Right. So I was saying Cucurella being in this position, whilst we're gonna have Sean Dyche using so much of his set pieces, is Cucurella the best person to have there, or do we have to go in for body share all day long instead of playing with a Cucurella? The same question will go to Ryan and see what Ryan think of the back three.
Who are you going to first?
Yeah, you.
Oh, sorry.
Stephen
What was the
first.
question? I was just trying to
Yeah.
check something about
All right.
Everton.
All right. Go ahead. Let me ask Ryan. Ryan, I was talking about Sean Dyche and his his strength based on set pieces. Do you think we should go with Cucurella in the back here instead of having the body share? This is our predicted lineup anyway. I don't know if the lineup is yet out.
No, the lineup will be out in about 24, 25 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I agree with your point that Sean Dyche's teams historically are very kind of powerful, strong, and threatening from the air and set pieces. And this is quite a physical Everton side. If you look at the likes of Iwobi, Doucouré, Isidro Guy. So in that sense, yeah, it would make sense to pick a more physical defender like Badiashile. But Cucurella hasn't done much badly in the last few games. He's slowly improving his form and his performances. So um, I think the best back three or back four, however you guys set up. I think Badiashile should be playing. Yeah.
Yeah, considering we have Cucurella that has been registered for the Champions League, so the Champions League games you're not going to have Badishia playing in there. Since he's also playing very well in the Premier League, you would argue that okay, we should prefer Badishia in the starting lineup instead of Cucurella starting.
Yeah, that's a fair point as well. It also comes down to Potter. He wants to pick his best team and find consistency with his selections. I know you've got certain players that are not in Champions League squad who are in the Premier League and vice versa. But I think especially with the back three or back four, you want to build partnerships and have a long-term, selection with your defense. Chopping and changing too much can be a problem.
Yeah, but Ryan, if you look at this formation that we have here, if we change, it looks like 90% of this same personnel in the formation is going to be if we change only one. I don't think that should cause much of a distraction to consistency in terms of just one person being changed, because the keeper still going to be the same keeper, Koulibaly in there and Fofana, who are ready at this moment because Thiago Silva is not ready. So if you take Cucurella away from there, I don't think there will be much of a distraction, because Cucurella anyway, he's not that good of a defender. He's very, very good going forward. So if you want to keep you want to be careful with injury, you can rest Benchwell on the bench and then start Cucurella up here on the right wing and then keep Badishia on the left hand side. I'm not so sure if that makes a little bit of sense to you or Stephen.
Yeah, that's a good point. Obviously, this back three, Cucurella, Koulibaly, Fofana, they're the ones that started the last two games, isn't it? Against Dortmund and against Leicester.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
by the
Stephen.
way, Tottenham had just conceded this 1-0.
It's 1-0. Okay.
Yeah, Southampton have equalised.
Yeah, it's Tottenham. Don't worry, it's Tottenham. Yeah, so they do.
And Leeds have just gone 2-0 up as well.
All right, Stephen, take us through the personnel in this formation. See if that's what Chelsea might go with.
Are you able to zoom in a bit? Because I'm on my phone, so it's very hard to see.
All right, let me get away from. How about here?
There we go. Yep, we're good. Yeah, I think the key thing is it Cucurella, is it Badiashile? Because Cucurella is on form, but then Badiashile was on form before the Dortmund game where Cucurella came in and obviously performed, which then meant Cucurella stayed in the team for the next game as well.
Yeah.
But personally, I would have Badiashile in. He gives you that height as well. And as we're saying, so if we look at it briefly, right?
Mhm.
Yes, Leicester just equalised as well. This is all good for Chelsea at the moment. I think Yerry Mina's fit, so I don't know why
Yeremina.
they have. Yeah, I don't know why they have Michael Keane and Tarkowski, because I think Yerry Mina's fit, and if
Is it
he's
fit?
fit,
Is it
he's
really
almost.
fit to start the game, or is it fit to come
Well,
in
I didn't.
later?
He wasn't noted down on injuries, so he must be fit.
Leicester equalize. Leicester
Yeah,
equalize.
that's what I was just saying as well. Let's
Oh,
equalise against Brentford, right?
yeah. Leicester equalize against Brentford.
So Harvey Barnes. So both teams that are playing at the moment, Brentford and Tottenham, that were leading are now at 1-1, which is somewhat helpful to us. Now we just need Villa to concede as well. But yeah, I mean, realistically, I would, if I was Everton, right,
Yeah.
I would be playing in terms of centre backs. I'm having Yerry Mina in there for one because he's 6'5", and he is just massive in general. Like the guy is so strong. And then I don't know. I feel like Tarkowski will probably be in there. I mean, he knows Tarkowski from obviously his time at Burnley because he
Yeah.
managed him there. So I feel like he'll definitely be in there. But yeah, if it's a back four, if I was them, I'm putting Yerry Mina and Tarkowski in. But yeah, they've got a bit of height about them, which is a bit of an issue. But yeah, that's another reason why you need Badiashile. It's the same reason I said for the Dortmund game that I would have Badiashile, and it's obviously he's 6'3", I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
obviously that would be a massive help.
Big up to you, up to
But yeah,
Chelsea. Big up to you, up to Chelsea. Go ahead, Steven. So you prefer if we still want to maintain, trying to make or keep Ben Chilwell very healthy. Would you prefer if we move Cucurella to Ben Chilwell position for him to play left wing back, and then keep Badiashile on this side to be able to protect those crosses that will come in
I'm
from the
starting
flanks?
Chilwell. If Chilwell's fit, I'm starting Chilwell.
I mean, I'm saying if I agree with you. If he's fit, yeah, we can go with Choa. But in terms of injuries and stuff like that, we don't know how strong he is at this moment in time. But if you want to rest him, then you can put him on the bench and then put Cucurella there. But then there's no
Put it
harm
this way,
starting
right?
him. Yeah.
If he was at risk, yeah, then we would have found out yesterday that he wouldn't be in the squad because that's what happened last time. Do you remember when Reece had to get rested, Silva had to get rested? The Southampton game, we had to rest about 6 players.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would have found out by now.
Okay. Big up to you. I want to love you. Says hello to my brother Nizion and the panelists Ryan and Steven. Hope you're all doing well today. And then also Isa Kamara. I hope you're doing very well. It's been a long time. Where have you been, Isa? Come on, man. Hope you're doing very, very well, my brother. What's up? What's in your mind? Today's game. Give us your predicted score line, and also tell us what you're feeling about today's game, and let me know where you're watching us from, Isa Kamara. So, Mr. Ryan, anything want to inject to this formation in the build up? Anything at all? And also, we can talk about a little bit about what Steven sent in the comment. I mean, in the chat in regards to Ben Chilwell to, was it BBC?
Huh?
Whatever you posted there, Steven.
Oh,
I'm not really getting what you said. Let me update people on it.
I find it funny, right? Because of one of the guys who leaks the lineups, he's not had any leaks for 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
And he's just put exclusive Reece James and João Felix start. Oh wow, I'm so shocked.
Oh, I thought that's not what I thought you're talking about.
No,
I'm talking about the one you posted about
Chilwell.
what's his name? Ben Chilwell.
When was it? Yesterday?
Is it be deleted? I don't know. Oh, okay. I get it. I
Oh,
get
what
it.
did I send it?
I get it.
I think I
I
know
think
what you're on about, but
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
trying to find it.
Can you take me through? Can you take me through that? I read it, but I don't get it.
Wait,
You
where
want
is
me? Do
it?
you want me to
Because I
read it out?
can't find
Read it
it.
out
I
loud.
can't find it. So yeah, if
I
you
found it.
found it, then
It's
yeah.
a benchual on Potter. I have been in dressing room before, where in your mind that there is a bit of divide between staff and players, and for sure that isn't one of them. He told Daily Mail, and then what does it mean, Stephen?
Um, that he's been in dressing rooms. What was it? Oh, I got it. I found it. Been in dressing rooms before where you know in your head that there's a bit of a divide between staff and players, and for sure this isn't one of them. Potter's dealt with it all brilliantly the past few months. He's just saying that he's been in dressing rooms where essentially maybe there's disagreement on the way the team should go between some of the players and some of the staff,
Yeah.
and obviously that's led to a divide, and then obviously players, some of them choosing not to play for the manager and stuff like that. That's what I take from it,
I'm
because
also
that's
think
what
I'm
it.
also taking it
That's
a
the sort
different
of
way.
thing you would think.
Yeah, I'm also taking it in a different way, that it means that he's been in the dressing room where they've been divided between coaches and players, but this is not one of them. He hasn't seen anything like that. But Potter have dealt with everything that has come on. That's how I'm also reading it, to understand what the Daily Mail is trying to make out of here.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the way he stated, I was trying to say this is not one of them. But okay, we're gonna move on from there. I don't know if there's a whole lot to cover here. I'm out of words today. I don't know.
We're just
I
sort
am.
of, at the moment, it's like we're just trying to find a way to buy time until the lineup comes out in like 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. I mean, we can still
Um,
hang around here, Mr. Ryan. Bring more stuff out. Let's discuss.
No, I mean, I was just
Actually,
looking at João Felix's stats, just because, since he came back from his suspension, he's
yeah.
played most of the games. I think since the
mhm,
Dortmund first leg, he's played every game. He played Southampton, Tottenham, Leeds in the Prem, and then the Dortmund
Okay.
second leg, and then against away to Leicester. So, but his stats are not really, convincing. I don't know if you feel am I being too harsh, or are you expecting to see more goals and assists from him? He's played 6 Premier League games for you guys and scored 1 goal. He hasn't got any assists, and he hasn't really uh, contributed so much in terms of goals and assists in the Champions League games either. So,
Yeah.
are you expecting more from him? I guess is my question.
Big up to Isa Kamara. He says, well, today is my first time. Thank you very much, Isa Kamara, joining us here. He says, I'm from Sierra Leone. Big up to all Sierra Leoneans. I hope everyone is doing well in Sierra Leone. There's peace, peace, peace. Peace is the most important thing. I know there's nothing going on horrific at Sierra Leone at this moment, but we love Sierra Leone. Big up to you, Kim So. Kim So, tell me what's going on, Kim So, brother. What's your prediction? Can Chelsea do it 4 in a row? Chelsea will beat Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. I mean, let's concentrate more on Real Madrid first. Then we can think of Bayern Munich. They're a different animal. They're a different animal when they talk about Champions League. Right now, they're playing very, very well, in my opinion. So yeah, Mr. Ryan is talking about statistics from Joao Felix. So far, his conversion rate hasn't been that good, but then in terms of assists and then big chances missed, it's been he's misses lots of big chances, which I have it here on the table. So Ryan is talking to, I mean, he's trying to go through these statistics for us on Joao Felix. So Kim So said, with Kante, nobody scares me. Yes, come back. I'm sure by the time we play Real Madrid, Kante will be up and ready for the game. For sure, Chelsea will beat Real Madrid coming from Issa Kamara. Big up to you, Issa
I
Kamara.
mean, we got today and then 3 other Premier League games before the first leg, so there's plenty of time to build up the minutes.
That's right.
Plus, he's not on international duty as well, so he gets more training time as well.
Mhm.
Um,
So I
But
was
yeah, that's what I got to say to that
Yeah,
about Conte.
Ryan is here. So let's. I was talking about the big chances missed. Yes, I mean from Chelsea players. Kai Havertz alone have missed 10 of them. And no wonder why Chelsea fans are very, very frustrated with that player. Kai Havertz have missed 7 of them. Ryan Sterling have missed. Kai Havertz have missed 10. Ryan Sterling have missed 7 of those big chances. So putting those 10 and 7 together, that gives the 17 goals already gone by Chelsea football team. And also Armando Broja and Jacques Felix have missed 3 of them. So Jacques Felix probably missed 2. Armando Broja have missed 1. So
No,
that
that's
alone,
where I
Broja,
sent it. The way I
yeah.
sent it is the number is each. So each Brozier and Felix have each missed 3.
Oh,
Hall,
3
Aubameyang,
each.
and Mudryk have each missed 2. 7 players have each missed 1. Sterling's missed 7. Havertz has missed 10. So the 7 players, obviously, that is 7 big chances missed. 3 of them are missed 2. So then that's another 6. So that is 13.
You're talking
19
about
if you add
over 30
Breuer and
something.
Felix. Huh?
Over 30 something chances base.
I'm just trying to do the quick maths here. If my maths is correct, it's about 36 big chances missed in the Premier League.
Yeah. It's not,
Between 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, between 14 players, we've missed about 36 big chances in the Prem.
yeah, Kim Sosa Kante should retire. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of chances, Ryan. If you look at the number of 30 something, 36 chances, big chances, not small chances, big chances being missed by these players. Havertz alone has 10 of them. Ryan Sterling, 7 of them. Broja and Felix,
Yeah,
6 of them.
so it's you look at it both ways. You know, there's positive that your build-up play is effective and you're creating chances, but then there's the negative, obviously, that you're not finishing your dinner.
Yeah.
One other statistic that probably goes hand in hand with the big chances missed. I'm just looking on the Premier League website. There's a statistic here: clubs who have hit the woodwork the most, hit the post and the bar the most. Chelsea are 5th on that list.
Oh, we're not first.
Chelsea are 5th.
Wow.
They've hit the. You're not first. Actually, surprisingly, Newcastle are first, and then Liverpool are second. Villa are 3rd, Spurs are 4th, and Chelsea are there 5th with the 12 instances of hitting the post and woodwork.
I think we might be first or second in Champions League.
Honestly, some of the games I watch, I'm like, okay, how are we only 5th? In terms of hitting the woodwork, like how are we only 5th? Because sometimes it feels like we hit flipping 5, 6 times a game, right?
And Chelsea are pass masters. They're ranked 4th in the Premier League this season for passes.
Oh, 4th. Wow. That's not bad. That tells you the chances and creation is there, but then the conversion, just like Ryan said. Kamara, it's like Kamara said. So, any update on Kante for today game? Yes,
he's in the squad, but we will know it where. Like, let's be honest. If he's in the squad, he'll be on the bench. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's not playing. I'll be honest with you.
He won't start because he hasn't played since August, so he won't start.
Well, Potter said it's too soon. It's too soon for Kante. You have to build him. You have to build him up. For,
because
match
like
fitness,
any player who hasn't played, especially Kante, who, like I said, hasn't played since August. I think his last appearance was the Tottenham game, which I think is the game he actually came off injured quite early on. So yeah, that was the last time he actually played. So when you look at it like that, it's even more important that you build him up compared to some of the others who have been out for a shorter time.
Okay. How many more minutes of the lineup to be out, Steven?
About 5 minutes. I'm literally on Twitter ready for when it comes out.
Okay. So as of now, we are waiting for the lineup to come out, and then we can have a more discussion. For now, I think we've covered almost everything right now. If you guys have any more questions or you guys want to join us here, I'll send the link in. So feel free, come on. You got 2-3 minutes you can spend with us here, and then he can hop off. I'll send a link in there. Come in there, come on, and have a chat with us. 2-3 minutes.
Whilst we wait for that,
Yeah.
so Sky Sports had just put up this stat on their Twitter, right?
Yeah.
No player has averaged more progressive passes per 90 minutes in the Premier League this season than Enzo Fernandez.
Oh, wow, that's good stuff.
So it says progressive passes per 90 Premier League this season, and to qualify, you have to have played a minimum of 500 minutes. So Enzo Fernandez, 10.3 progressive passes per 90 minutes. Zinchenko, 10.1 progressive passes per 90 minutes. Kevin De Bruyne, 8.7. And then Rodri, 8.6.
And you said that Enzo Fernandez is leading.
Yeah, Enzo Fernandez is leading on 10.3.
But he just came to Chelsea.
No?
He just came to Chelsea.
Oh, Tottenham has scored again.
I'm saying he just joined Chelsea.
Yeah, but he leads the stat.
Ryan,
How
you
many
guys
games
want
It's
Enzo
got to be
Fernandez?
about his 6 games, right?
Kim So said Enzo hasn't even played a full season yet. Yes, he hasn't even played a full season, but he's doing wonders. Ryan, will you guys take Enzo so we can have Darwin Nunez?
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm asking. I just want to know what you make of Enzo Fernandez. That's why I'm asking this a ridiculous question.
Yeah, I mean, he was the best young player in the World Cup, and we know the qualities he had. He's a guy who, his statistics, when he was playing in Benfica were really impressive for his age. Both in terms of defensive midfield, but then also being progressive and attacking and creating. I think after like a full preseason, he'll be even better next season. But he's already balling. He's doing really well. He's cooking, no doubt about it.
Kim So said
He
Nunez
adjusted
won't work at
quickly.
Chelsea. All right, so guys, whilst we're waiting for the lineup, let's talk a little bit about Liverpool. Mr. Rano. Ooh, what a big mistake from Brentford. What's this goalkeeper doing? Jesus Christ.
Is that the Southampton one?
No, Leicester City one. He's still goalkeeper, man. He's way in front of the 18.
Who was it?
The Brentford goalkeeper. He's way in front of the 18
David Raya.
holding the ball. Yeah, holding the ball with Brentford, almost about Brentford players in the 18 with one Leicester City player tackling him, and he kept going back and forth. He held the ball for almost about, I would say, 30 seconds out of his goal post. This game,
so long as he's holding it with 2 hands, there's no problem.
Brentford looked very flat in this game, Ryan and Steven. Brentford looked very flat. I don't know what's wrong.
Need Brentford to lose.
All right. So, Steven, Ryan, you said we have Tottenham as get another goal. They're up in front, right? 2-1.
Yeah, Kulusevski assisted Harry Kane.
Kulusevski. Ryan, take us through. Let's have a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah, Nizan, I don't know if you. I'm happy to talk about Liverpool, but there's also, England. Gareth Southgate picked his England squad, and he had some interesting comments about, picking players based on form versus experience and stuff. That might be worth discussing. I can think of a few surprise selections. Kelvin Phillips being one. Harry Maguire. These are players who haven't. Yeah, Mason Mount, players who have hardly had any minutes. Maybe that's an interesting discussion.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna say. I mean, we should all understand how Gary Southgate picked his players out. It's not based on consistency, or sometimes doesn't based on merit. It based on loyalty. Those who have been loyal to Gary Southgate. But is that the right way of selecting players? In my opinion, no. I don't know what Stephen have to say about it.
2 things. The lineup's out, but before that, the thing that annoys me is he came and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick players on form." I thought, "Oh yeah, we're getting something different." He's actually got to pick on form, not on reputation.
Right.
Yeah, has not happened, but honestly, it's annoying
Lineup is
because
up. Yep.
yeah, I'm trying to get to it.
Lineup is up, and we have a Kepa Arisa Balaga. We have Kepa Arisa Balaga. Lineup is up. Let me share that with.
I'm
Let me.
getting it up now. When it finally decides to load. Oh, got it. Pulisic is starting.
Yeah, we have Kepa Arisa Balaga.
What? Pulisic?
What a
Yeah.
surprise!
Badiashile's back. Yes.
We have
And you were right.
Badishile, Rhys
That is
James,
true.
Enzo Fernandez, Kovacic, another captainship, but captain the team for fourth time in a row. Bank Chilwell, Pulisic, Havertz, and Joao Felix. So the mixed match here, Modric on the bench, Pulisic on the left hand side. So that's the changes at this moment. That's what we
I've
have
got
here.
one player wrong in my predicted lineup.
So let's see if this is going to be what we're going to have here in terms of the setup. Hello, Phantom of Many Topic. I
it'll
hope
be the
your
same.
internet is very, very good today. Phantom, what do you have for us
Uh,
today? The
it
lineup is up.
actually, okay, so first of all, I have to say that I'm accidentally wearing a Chelsea shirt because my Fulham shirt and my Dortmund shirts are both in the wash. So
Okay.
I have nothing left to wear, so I am wearing the Chelsea shirt. So, but don't think I've come back yet or anything like that. Okay.
Oh, I don't
Um,
have a problem with that. Maybe Stav will have a problem with what you're wearing. But so
yeah. So you can
go
see the
ahead.
Chelsea, you can see
Yeah,
the lion, the blue
yeah,
lion logo.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Original.
yeah. So, anyways,
Breaking news. Brentford are up back 1-0. Brentford. No, I don't think so.
Huh?
It's still. Oh, sorry. I was watching a replay. Go ahead. Go ahead,
I
okay.
Phantom.
was so
So
confused.
we have 28 minutes, right? I can't see what the lineup is from the screen, so I'm gonna assume that maybe Conte is in it or no.
No,
No,
I'm gonna
Kante
go
he's
is
on
with
the
too early
something.
for
bench. It's his
Kante to
first
play.
He's
game
on the
back.
bench. Okay, right. So he's gonna come in at like minute 70 or 80 because he only has he needs to work his way back in. That they usually don't start injured players right as a starter, so that's natural. Okay, that's good. I'm feeling like I said I didn't really care about these Premier League games. I'm sorry for the background noise, but I had to come down to the eighth floor in order to get the signal. But
Oh,
there's
okay.
always still people going to be talking in the background because I live in a building of like 5,000 people. So
That's all right.
it
That's
is
all right.
what it
That's
is.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't care about
Okay.
that. I don't
Yeah.
care
Okay.
about that. Sometimes I have to be able to
Uh
do
huh.
with background noise if it's only not going to affect the stream.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to do with it. I know it's a bit disturbing in terms of those that are listening, but I understand your situation. So yes, and I
Well,
understand your contribution to this platform. So wherever
yeah.
you stand and want to get involved,
Yeah.
I always bring you
Yeah,
in.
I mean, I can come outside. It might be quieter, but then I'm going to be bit by a lot of mosquitoes. If you can see behind me, there's a
Yeah.
swimming pool here and everything else. So, I live in a condo complex full of thousands of people. And,
Okay.
it's like a 24-hour kind of, it's like a Vegas casino hotel, kind of
Yeah.
like that. There's always going to be people running around. So,
Definitely.
anyways, to focus on the topic, I'm feeling like I care about these EPL games since Havertz is doing so well lately. Again, I can't see even though you put it up, I can't see the starting lineup.
All right,
Is Havertz in it?
let me share it again to you if so maybe you can see better.
Yeah. No,
Is that
uh-huh.
can you see it now?
Uh, it, when I'm on the StreamYards on my cell phone, I cannot
All right,
make it bigger. Yeah, sorry.
let me read it to you. Let me read it to you. We have Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal post. We have Weston Fofana, and Koulibaly Badishia playing a back three position. We have Reece James, Enzo Fernandez, Kovacic, Chilwell, and Pulisic. We have Reece James, Enzo Fernandez, Kovacic in the midfield. We have Ben Chilwell, Pulisic, Havertz, Joao Felix, and attacking players. So that's what we have at this moment.
Oh, okay. So no Modric. What's it? I don't know how to say his name. No
Modric,
Modric. Huh?
Modric probably on the bench.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they all need to kind of rest, right? Well, the Champions League game isn't for a while. But anyways, I hope Havertz is finding a way to score, and I hope he keeps scoring. I'm still in the picture. It's just kind of dark. But this way, there's no noise other than the. I don't know if you're hearing traffic noise. I'm in a city
No,
of 14
no.
million people, so and
Yeah,
there's a
you.
major street underneath the condo complex. I live on the 35th floor.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah,
Uh, Phantom, that's okay. That's
yeah.
okay. What do you make? How do you see this game? Do you think Chelsea's gonna have it a little bit easy, or
It's
will
not a
it be a
must
tough game?
win anymore. A lot of us have given Potter a little bit more leeway. Personally, I say he needs to get eighth place by the end of the year. That's not an incredibly hard achievement from 10th place, right? You need to move up two spaces. I call that the Arteta line. Arteta never fell below eighth, right?
Yeah,
So if so, Potter can't fall below eighth either. I mean, if Potter falls below eighth, then we might as well just go get Frankie Lampard because Lampard got us fourth, right?
yeah,
So what I'm saying is, even though we say, yeah, it's a project, it's a long-term project, but Potter doesn't have the kind of pedigree like Marino, where you can say, or Antonio Conte, where you can give him a year or two or whatever. No, this guy has, but Stav will argue that he's won in the Swedish league or somewhere else crazy, like he's won the trophy from the Swedish Cup or wherever he comes from.
yeah,
But that's not Premier League. He doesn't have any real gravitas. We brought Potter along because he moved um, Brighton really high up on the right, or really high up into a place where Brighton doesn't belong. Like what, seventh place, eighth place, sixth place, whatever. So that's an achievement. That's an achievement. But can he do it with a bunch of superstars who have big, huge salaries and big, huge egos? Because Brighton, he was the star of the show. If he didn't like you, you were on the bench or whatever. But you can't bench, some of these higher priced players like that. It's kind of more like a Mbappe. It's not that extreme, but it's kind of like a Mbappe kind of situation where there are some people who you just cannot bench because they're so expensive, right?
yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm sorry.
the
Go ahead.
Eagles at PSG is a bit different. Mbappe is a different breed. I understand you're talking about the price tag, but if a
Right.
I mean, the manager doesn't put his mark down that, hey, I'm in charge of the team and I don't care what your price tag is. I choose who to play and who to not to play. Then the players will get it in the back of their head. But
Right.
Modric is
Well,
very
I
young, and
mean,
you can tell he has the attitude of being a respectful person.
I don't know if you've ever been in management, Nia Zion, but every casino I've walked into, the dealers try to like push me just to see how much I push. I tell them you can dance on my head on the yellow line, but then once you cross the red line, I have to smack you down.
Okay.
It's like I have to suspend you for a day. I mean, I said, don't throw chips across the room. And one of the dealers took a chip and threw it on the floor and said, fetch. I said, don't even bother coming back tomorrow. He said, you're not the boss. I said, yeah, but I'm going to tell the boss, and the boss is going to suspend you tomorrow, at least for one day, possibly for a week.
Okay.
Just like that. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't mean to go off topic. Okay. But the thing is, Potter doesn't have that gravitas. If Marino comes in, yes, he can come, or like a Pep, like a Pep or a Marino or a Ten Hag or somebody who has that kind of gravitas. Ten Hag can go to Manchester City and bench, Chris Ronaldo, and then get the respect of the people, and then make. Right now, they are probably the odds-on favorite to win the Carabao Cup, right?
Yeah.
Manchester United. So,
they won the Carabao Cup. They won it the other week against Newcastle.
Oh, they already won it?
Yeah, the Carabao Cup final was the other week.
Oh, okay. It's in 1 week, or
they've won. What is left is the FA Cup.
Week is when they played Newcastle.
Oh, okay. So they already won the trophy then, correct? Okay, I'm sorry.
Cup's the one that's remaining.
Yeah, I haven't been following the other teams lately. just focusing on my own teams.
Fulham
But
and Chelsea,
anyways,
right?
well, on my 3 teams, but Dortmund is out now, so who cares? It's just 2 teams, Fulham and Chelsea. For Fulham to be considered a win, Fulham finishes above 10th. That's considered a huge win. Marco Silva gets a silver star for that, right?
Right.
Right. If they finish above Chelsea, that's another silver star, right?
Okay.
So, but I'm sorry for monopolizing the time. I just came on just to say that I'm feeling like I'm feeling like kind of a Chelsea fan again, and I'm definitely supporting my favorite up front, my favorite forward of Chelsea, which was Havertz. I never felt that way about Werner, but I do feel that way about Havertz. Sorry, I'll just go back to listening. Thank you very much for the time you gave
Can
me.
you give us your predicted score line before you hop off?
Oh, sure. We are going to score 2. Everton is not going to score because they don't have any forwards that are not injured.
we as in who? We and who?
We as in Chelsea.
Chelsea fan. Okay, we are. Yes.
Yeah, well, because if Lampard was still managing Everton, I might play spoiler, but Lampard left Everton, so I don't have any love for Everton. Because I was against the firing of Lampard, but then I was also against the firing of Tuchel as well. So, but for some reason, Stav doesn't seem to like Tuchel, and he was right. I did go to Fulham because Todd fired Tuchel, but now we know it's due to off the field reasons regarding his divorce and stuff like that, and it wasn't anything on the field. So,
yeah. All right, thank you very much.
thank you for giving me so much time. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you.
Let me see if the chat has any question for you. Stephen and Ryan, do you guys have any question for Phantom of All Nations?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
Okay. Hey, Ryan. Hey, you know what? I really like the guy that Jurgen Klopp. I think will do a good job with Mason Mount. I think Mason Mount has learned all he can from Chelsea, and he should now move on because we have a lot of people who can play in his positions.
Thank you very much, Phantom. Enjoy the rest of the day. You can listen. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Ryan, you guys want to react to what Phantom said, or do you have any reaction? Or maybe let's continue the show. We got some few minutes to end the stream before half an hour for the game to start.
Yeah, it's like is it 15 minutes now till the game starts? But I'm happy to discuss about
over 40 minutes.
Oh, is it 5? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy to discuss the team. I think that's what we were discussing, the team.
Yeah. Patrick said I should have been at this game today. What happened, Patrick? He said that was the lineup. The lineup is the one on the screen at this moment. We have Badishia back in there. Yes, this is what I talked about. So Potter was listening to me the whole entire day. He took Cucurella out of the team and then put Badishia there. So I'm very, very happy. Indeed, he been listening to Blue Clouds Media. See, guys, I've been telling him, Graham Potter has been listening to this channel every day, and he knows how positive and negative I can be to his team when his team is not performing. So yeah, someone is listening. Graham Potter is listening. I told him yesterday to take away Cucurella because for Sean Dyche is going to rely more on set pieces. So take away Cucurella and put the tall boy, bad boy Badishia, who's been in great form in the Premier League. So that's what we have. And Mr. Patrick, tell me why you couldn't make it to the game today. Go ahead, Stephen and Ryan.
Ryan, you got anything to say? I'm just looking through the height of the Everton team at the moment, seeing how it compares to ours.
You have an update in terms of the players. Everton starting 11 to face Chelsea is Pickford, Coleman, Kane, Tarkowski, Godfrey, Iwobi, Onana, Gay, which is Idrissa Gay, and then also Ducoré, McNeil, and Gray. So pretty much the same lineup we have up here. So thank you very much for the update, Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'd say Damari Gray.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, Damari Gray is kind of the outlier there. He's not kind of a physically big guy. He's not tall, but he's still a danger man regardless. He plays up front. He's nippy. He's skillful. He can run with the ball. Take shots from long distance. So Chelsea defense has to be wary of him, of the threat he poses.
Yeah, I understand that, Stephen. I mean, Ryan. But if you take your eyes off a player like Dwight McNeil, you will end up laughing at the wrong side of your mouth because he's got 2 goals and he has created 2 assists. So he doesn't just score goals; he creates an assist as well. So the players have to watch Dwight McNeil also. McNeil, I'm sure that's the name, as very very carefully. He can also pull a threat. And anything more, Stephen?
No, not really.
Ryan, let's talk Liverpool. Ryan, let's talk Liverpool. We're still going to talk Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the Chelsea bench. Obviously, you've got Kante, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Mudryk, Gallagher, Chuk. I'm just interested. Is there any names on that bench that you'd like to see get minutes? I'm surprised Mudryk hasn't started. To be honest, that's a big surprise for me.
The Pulisic
is starting ahead of Mudryk. Yeah.
I mean, Chukwuemeka, I prefer if Chukwuemeka somewhere in the game he can come in and get a game time. Chukwuemeka also a player that he needs some game time. Mudryk, I know definitely he can get game time. Gallagher can come in. I know definitely he's going to get a game time today because he might end up, depending on how the situation is going, he might end up coming to help either Reece James or maybe Enzo Fernandez. I think Enzo Fernandez is getting to a time that he should need some rest, but maybe he might get more rest when he goes on international break. Only if they don't start him. I doubt Argentina is not going to start in any international competition.
It's friendlies for them though, so he might not play much because it's just friendlies.
But yeah, friendlies. You want to start keeping the intensity. You want to start building your new team towards another competition. So friendly is where these managers or these international coaches be able to use their foreign players and call new foreign players to come and be able to assess this players. But I don't know if Argentina is still gonna use Enzo Fernandez, but I think he needs some rest. But if he gets gonna get rest, not now. He probably maybe 60th minute, 70th minute, get him out and put somebody else on to give him a rest. If the team are up by 2 goals or 3 goals. Stephen, don't want to discuss.
Another interesting one is Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I guess he's been kind of in and out of the team, hasn't he, recently? When you play this 3-4-3 formation, it's hard to see kind of where he fits into it. If you've got Enzo and cover in the midfield, in the middle, you've got your 2 wide players, Reece James, Ben Chilwell. Where does Ruben Loftus-Cheek fit into the formation?
Yes, thank you very much. We have about 2 minutes to end our stream for the day, and we're going through. We've talked about the bench. We've talked about the starting lineup, which we have Ryan Felix need to start scoring. Pulisic on the right hand side here. I think Ryan and Steven, if the season is a season, okay, big up to you. I think my big brother here. Welcome back again. I hope your internet is gonna be okay. Your connection is gonna be okay today. Big up to you, big brother. Welcome back to your stream.
Yeah, how you doing? Yeah,
doing all right,
it's much
bro.
better now. Right. It's clear. Yeah, I just saw the lineup. Way to have Pulisic back.
I don't know. I mean, this is the time. It is a make or break for Pulisic. He has to prove himself today. If he really wants to stay at Chelsea next season, this is the game for Christian Pulisic because injury hasn't helped him and he hasn't helped himself in terms of when he gets time or he gets minutes on the pitch. He doesn't really play well. So I think this should be the time for Christian Pulisic to be able to nail, to be able to secure his position if he's going to be with Chelsea. What do you make of him being in the starting lineup, my brother?
Well, I mean, it's been a long time. I remember here in America, a lot of people were trying to make the push for him to get more starting time, especially before the World Cup happened. And so So just to see him start, I mean, I hope he proves his worth. But I can't really. But like you said, I can't really see him staying in Chelsea for another season because he will want to find start like playing time somewhere else.
Stephen or Ryan, what do you guys make of Mr. Weissman's comment?
I
Atlanta
mean,
FC.
the thing with Pulisic, right, is that A, he gets injured a lot, and B, when he does play outside of the return from COVID, the initial return,
Yeah.
he's not exactly set the world alight.
Ivan
his
Toney, I've seen red.
performances.
Guys, hold on. 1
Oh,
minute.
for
Breaking news.
goodness
Ivan
sake,
Toney, I've seen red.
no.
Is it Ivan Toney or somebody else?
I have no idea, but I've
breaking,
also
breaking,
captioned
breaking,
him for my
breaking.
fantasy
Someone I've seen
football.
red. I
That's
think
not
it's
good.
what's his name? Is it Baptiste or whatever? It's Baptiste. I've seen red. It's not Ivan Toney. It is referee was standing
Oh,
in front of
thank
Ivan
goodness for
Toney.
that.
Yeah, it's Baptiste. Bradford, I've seen red. Brantford, I've seen red. So go ahead, Stephen. Carry on.
Yeah, Shandon Baptiste has just come up on my phone.
That's bad. That's bad. That's a bad tackle. He just went right on his ankle with his start. So,
Let me guess,
Stephen,
it's
go ahead.
similar to what wasn't given in our favour last week.
Yeah, similar to Casemiro, similar
brilliant.
to Ryan
Love it.
Felix tackle from what's his name? I forgot his
Pereira
name.
was
So
it?
yeah, Pereira. Yeah, Ricardo Pereira.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Stephen.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What was that? Oh yeah, he hasn't exactly had great performances outside of whatever they called it when it first returned after the initial lockdown. Project Restart, I think they called it, or some rubbish. That was the best we've seen of Pulisic.
Yeah, where he had
But he never performs like that. That's the issue.
Is it where he had a perfect hat trick with his head, right foot, left foot, everything went back on the net.
Oh, I can't remember. I just remember
Yeah.
he was in incredible form.
Yeah,
But
he did.
the
He
issue
had
is
a perfect hat trick, Stephen. He had a perfect hat trick. One goal, one game. He had a perfect hat trick. One goal with his head, and then another goal with his right foot. The next goal was with his left foot. So that was the Project Reset, and also during lockdown. It was during lockdown where he had that.
Yeah, it was lockdown
wonderful
Project Restart.
Go ahead.
No. The hat trick he made. It was his first start against Burnley back in I think either September or October. I remember I was watching that over here, and everyone was getting crazy over it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was before lockdowns. Yeah.
Okay. Pulisic, Steven, talk. Let's take through. Let's go through Pulisic. Let's see if really this is a make or break for Pulisic to be able to nail down his career at Chelsea. If he's going to be here with us next season,
I think he's gone in the summer anyway. Personally, I think he's gone.
Agreed.
He's got one game time, and whilst he's been at Chelsea, he's not been performing anyway. So, the way I see it, there's not really much hope of him staying anyway. But who knows? Things can change, and he could end up staying after all. But at the moment, I highly, highly doubt it. But it's going to be interesting. We got quite a few players who could be going in the summer.
Yeah.
Him included. ZX probably going. Mendy's probably going. Chalobah's probably going. And we've got to fill those holes. Okay, if Chalobah goes, that's easy. You get Levi Colwell in his place.
Okay.
But outside of that, there's signings that need to be made.
All right. Thank you very much. Ryan, what do you make of Christian Pulisic being the starting lineup? And what do you see his career by next? Do you see him leaving?
Yeah, I agree with what you said initially, which is it's make or break for Pulisic. This is obviously Potter saying, here I'm giving you a chance. Prove to us that you have a long-term future with Chelsea. The best I saw of Pulisic, obviously I haven't followed his time too closely since he's been at Chelsea, but during the World Cup in Qatar, I thought he was very good. He played all the games for USMNT. He played the group stage matches. He was probably man of the match when England played USA. He was the player that showed, the most technical ability and proficiency. And, I know that was a pretty drab goalless game, but he showed his quality during the World Cup, and then I know US went out to Netherlands in the knockout rounds. So no doubt about it, he has ability to play at the highest level, which is Champions League, and fighting domestically for trophies for a top club in Europe. And he's only 24, so he really is still young.
Very, very
I
young.
would.
But
I would
with
say,
Chelsea's,
what's it called? I don't
go
know
ahead.
if you saw.
oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know if
right.
you saw the U.S. Iran match, but he also played really well there, and even like what's it called? He even got hit. He basically scored a goal after getting hit in the balls too.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the
Yeah,
way,
the media praised him for bravery.
guys, by the way,
What do you have for us, Stephen? Go ahead.
Tottenham were 3-1 up,
Yeah.
and it finished 3-3. A Ward-Prowse penalty in the 93rd minute equaliser.
Oh boy, Tottenham have done it again. It's never strange.
Tottenham
Tottenham
dropped points again.
drop points again. Your team,
Bottle jobs.
Mr. Wiseman, your team bottled it again. Tottenham Hotspurs, your team.
Oh no, dude. No, dude, I'm Chelsea.
I know. I'm just joking with you. I always.
Bottle jobs.
I'm just joking with you.
Okay. I was like, no.
Spurs have done the madness again. They've done the madness again. So so the light. We're talking about the lineup which you're about to hang up. Blue blood. Big up to you, Blue Blood. Let me see what my brother Neri said. Neri said that there is no physicality in Chelsea's midfield or attack. I don't know what you guys make of it. Ryan, Steven, and Mr. Wiseman. I don't know if you really agree that there's no physicality in Chelsea's midfield. And also, Phantom of Many Topics said that RLC is the bench guy we use during injuries. He can stay on CFCs. I approve of him. Coming from Phantom of Many Topic, and he said that if Pulisic doesn't score or assist, he has lost the support of Phantom. And I believe he has to at least assist or even score a goal today to be able to see Chelsea fans to be able to say, okay, we're gonna keep him for next season. Blue Blood said Pulisic best game for Chelsea was against Liverpool at Anfield. And then he went ahead and said Spurs doing a Spursy again. I don't know what Jamie O'Hara is going to say on Monday when he hears this scoreline. So, do you guys agree? I'll start from our brother. Go ahead,
quick,
Steven.
you know that Liverpool game they're on about?
Yeah.
That would be the Project Restart one. He was on the bench. He came off the bench and nearly single-handedly dragged us to get points.
Yeah, I thought
it was
so.
The game, it was the game that wrapped up the league title for them.
Yeah. If you're listening, Mr. Wiseman, if you listen, I remember it was during lockdown. There were no supporters at the pitch where he had that perfect hat trick. So that's what it was against Liverpool, right? It was against Liverpool, Steven.
Yeah.
That Burnley hat trick. There were crowds at that match.
Yeah. So, what do you guys make of these physicality? My brother just mentioned Neri said there's no physicality in our midfield. Do you think that is that true? Mr. Wiseman, is that true?
I mean, in terms of physicality, I could say because we don't have, we had Jorginho and Kovacic were basically our enforcers, but now with just Kovacic out there, yeah, we kind of do get pushed around a lot, but I think what Mudryk and Enzo has really proved themselves against the opposition.
All right, yeah, I agree with you. Neri said it's history of Tottenham, and also Guna, let me explain. I tried to explain to you, but probably I didn't have the time to go back and front in regards to the title that I put in there. This is it was trending. I saw you say. I understand you said it wasn't trend, but sometimes you gotta use the IQ to put on a title for reaction. You get what I'm saying? You have to put a title. You have to put a title on the thumbnail for reaction. Just like the way you're reacting to the thumbnail, that will make other people click on it and listen to what I said. But if you just go with the title, sometimes you don't click on it and listen to what the person is saying. You might end up, getting it all wrong. But in one way,
you got to play the game.
Yeah, you got to play the game to be able to get your videos going. And also, you got, if you listen to what I said yesterday, I have a point, and then one way or the other, I might not have a point. It depends on how you where you stand, and if you really agree with me. Because I made a lot of points that, look, Arsenal win a European competition or continental competition for quite a long time. So I was thinking, although you're close to you're really close to the finals in terms of Europa League competition, and also you're leading the Premier League at this moment. So why wouldn't you start with your big players first? Make sure you got enough goals in, and then within 30 minutes to end the game, bring these big players out, and because you have enough quality on the bench to be able to come in and secure and protect that lead that you guys have. That is what I am thinking. I mean, Arteta should have start with, or Arteta should have do before starting with, players that are not really regular starters. So I was thinking he might prioritize the Europa League, secure that position before he brings in those players. I don't know what the way you're thinking or what you make of it, but from my question that staff asked yesterday, you said you guys prioritize the Premier League over Europa League, but one way or the other, you guys could have win both. You guys could have win both if because the competition there is not as strong as the Premier League. The Europa League competition is not anywhere compared to what the players or the games that you face in the Premier League. Premier League is very, very tough, but you could use your players and then maneuver and then be able to win the Europa League since you haven't won it in a long time. So that's where I was looking at it. If you listen to the video, that's why I said Teta is out of his depth in that sense. But I'm not saying he's a bad coach. He's been through the ranks. He's learned from Pep Guardiola, who have done the same thing in every finals. After he won the Champions League from Barcelona, he's gone on and does the same thing in every big game in terms of a Champions League finals. He overthink. He got beat by Real Madrid. He got beat by Chelsea. Why? Because he is overthinking in terms of a big competition. So that's what I'm saying. Big up to you, Gunnar, and big up to you, CFC OG, bro. I hope you're doing very, very well. Gunnar said, I hear that, bro, but the lineup we had should have been more than strong enough to win the game. We bottle it. Very, very disappointed. All focus on the league now. Absolutely. For now, that's where you have to channel your focus to. Arsenal aren't meant to do Europe. Stick stick to FA and Premier League for life. Coming from Big Brother Chelsea OG. So, do you guys have any comments in regards to Arsenal or maybe Gunnar? I hope you agree with me right now. Did I miss anything? Okay. Oh, big up to you, KOC. KOC, you're there. It looks like you're a ghost. I can barely hear much from you these days. Nizion says YouTube, a joke. How are only 5 people watching? It is crazy. It is madness. I don't know what YouTube does. To be honest with you, I can't figure YouTube out anymore. But there's still a bypass. There's still a way. I'm trying to figure YouTube out. There is still a way, because how can it used to be 500 viewers, 400 viewers within the point in time, 300 and 100 and 200. Then it came to a point where I can have only 20, 10, and YouTube. I don't know, man. But we will figure them out. We'll figure the YouTube out and know how to go through the algorithm. I'm trying certain things out behind the scenes, but once it click, you will see how things are going. So big up to you, KOC. It is probably true due to early stream, but YouTube is definitely holding back. Nizion should have more than 5 people watching. Thank you very much for all my supporters and viewers. I'm always very happy to see my brother here, Mr. Wiseman, who's always supporting the platform here in the United States, supporting local business. That's what we say over here. Local, big up to my big brother, supporting local business. COCOG said, and big up to him too. UK fans are also supporting. I know the inclusion of CFCOG, we might end up seeing the light very, very soon. Neri said, man, the FA and the Premier League should do something about the referring. It's horrible. I'm not so sure what my brother is saying.
What's
Neri is
that?
saying over here. Do you guys understand this comment? And guys, do you
They
understand
should
it?
do something about the refereeing.
Oh, refereeing. Okay. Oh, the refereeing. It is horrible. Yeah. It is true. It is true. You're right about the title, bro. When I've when I've seen that title, I was fuming. Well done, bro. You you fished me there. I told you, man. I have created one of the fake news ever you can find on Twitter platform. I created that. Then that platform, that news got me almost
What, the
about
one
60
about Reece
likes.
James price tag
No.
or
It was
something?
about Ryan. Can you help me out here? I can't even remember. It was about It was about Eric and Luis Enrique coming to Chelsea, and then he said he doesn't
Yeah,
want Nkunku. That I twisted that whole news, and that whole news it tells me people really react to fake news than they react to real news. So that is how the mindset. You have to play the
No,
mindset a little
people
bit with
just
human
believe
being.
everything on Twitter.
So I got people responding more than I got them to respond on real news. So fake news sells more than real news. Sometimes you got to play the game, and I'm glad you do understand. You do understand the way I twisted the thumbnail and the title on the thumbnails. But when you click on it, and when you see it, like what is just like when you see some of Terry's video, you be like, what the hell is Terry waffling or what is he saying? Man, this guy is out of his depth. Terry don't know what he's saying. But when you click on it, when you click on the video, you be like, oh, Terry said that. Oh, Terry said that. Or maybe Mark Goldbrick said this. This is what he has in the title. We have to put a title that will sell, and then it will create some kind of a reaction in people's mind to be able to click on it. And when they click on it, it's like, oh, okay, needs this what needs saying. So yeah, sometimes you got to play the YouTube game to be able to get people attention. See, I made my brother Weitzman laugh a little bit. I made him laugh. Yes, you have to play the game, guys. You gotta play. I'm Gunnar said, you're pretending fake news, bro. Do better. No, sometimes you gotta play the game,
Um,
like you said. You're not really fake, but then
you
you gotta read
know,
psychologically, read people's mind. Yeah, go ahead, Steven.
you know what you were saying about like you're the reason for this and like it's fake news and like all this about people, yeah.
Yeah.
It's also just Twitter. People believe basically anything they read on Twitter for some reason.
Yeah, I mean CNN does the same
Like
thing.
Yeah.
CNN,
people
BBC.
people don't look and go, is this person reliable? Is this person not reliable? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
I get
That's
what
understand what
you
you're
the
mean
saying,
by
issue
that.
Steven.
that there is. Like, say there's a transfer story, right?
Yeah.
People will run with it, and it might not say who it's by or anything like that. Yeah, I can create a story, yeah, post it,
Okay.
and potentially there'll be loads of people that run with it because they don't know where it came from. They just believe everything they read, right?
Yeah.
But then you say to them, look at reliable people. They go, no, this is reliable. It's like, okay, so who said it? They can't give you an
Okay.
answer.
See, with me, look, I created the story, then I put the person who said it there. The person had only one follower. The person who said it had only one follower. And can you imagine that I was able to twist our own Liverpool fan who is a panel? Ryan came up to me and said he saw this the other day in there, and I said, Ryan, I created that news. The news is not anywhere, but it's coming from our platform. And then everyone in there said, look at the follower. The one who I'm taking the news from has only one follower. That shows how credible this news is. But I had a lot of reactions from people to say all kind of stuff they want to say in the video. Sometimes you got to play that game a little bit. So yeah, it's just so to play with people's mind. I know Mr. Weissman have something to say. Would you have something to say? I heard you talking.
No. I wasn't talking. It was just I'm just
Okay.
on the road right now. It must be the road
Okay.
noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see what Blue Blood have says. Okay. Phantom of Bending Topic. Arsenal need Europe title coming from Phantom of Bending
They're
Topic.
not getting one
CFCOG.
anytime soon.
Yeah, CFCOG said, "LOL, Gunavet up. You got the title coming. Emirates finally. Highbury was legendary. Loved going there, even when we lost coming from CFC. OG, and then Mason Mount to Liverpool. Thoughts. He wants to know our thoughts on Mason Mount to Liverpool. Phantom of Minute topic said that Blue Blood said this. The Phantom of Minute topic. Arsenal have won in Europe, but not in Champions League. So also thanks, bro. Chelsea OG. That's coming from. We are awful in Europe. Nothing more to say than that. We need to improve. Chelsea is the real man in Europe. I just have to be honest. Absolutely, I understand when you banter because sometimes you have to. Although you know you're losing your debate, you're standing on a debate table and you're losing it, but you still have to get something to back what you're saying and prove yourself right. He's right to a degree. Twitter is full of BS. Absolutely. Ateta needs a trophy. Coming from a Phantom of Benny topic again, if Tuchel goes to Tottenham, that puts me in a difficult position. Phantom of Benny topic, got to support
It's
one
all right.
team.
If Tuchel goes to Tottenham, yeah, it's just another former Chelsea manager that will go there and win no trophies.
Okay. Mason
Wait,
Mount
so,
news. Go ahead.
this guy said talking about Tuchel going to Tottenham.
Yeah.
He's not going to win any trophies there.
It's going to be the
He's
same
not.
thing.
No
Yeah.
one
Go
wins
ahead.
trophies there.
He's not going to win any trophies there. As for the Mason Mount to Liverpool, it's sad. I really don't want him to go there, but only the Premier League can afford his wages. No one else can outside.
Yeah. All right, coming. Thank you very much, Mr. Wiseman. He said Mason Mount news is super speculation, not paying it too much attention. Yeah, it could be. But you guys should be surprised by the end of the season.
The thing
you'll see
is,
Mason Mount have signed a new contract with Chelsea. Mason Mount wouldn't leave Chelsea to anywhere. I agree.
there was a story that came out earlier, and the person ran with it as an exclusive. It probably is right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they then put another tweet out, which I feel like kind of contradicts what they initially said.
Mhm.
So I'm like, what can I say? Like, I'll try and find it and see what the second one was, because from the little bit of the second one I did see, I was like, that kind of contradicts your first point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and get it up now.
All right. So thank you very much, Stephen. Gunnar said, please don't speak about Tottenham. It makes me feel sick. Look at, they are up. They are up by 3 goals to 1. And they sat in the Southampton came in and equalized by former Arsenal player, which is Theo Walcott. And then another one again and penalty.
Yeah, Walcott scored 2, right? Did Walker score
I saw
2 in
one. I'm not so sure the first one who scored it. But they were just there. Who the hell is this guy? What is he doing to foul a player in the 18-yard? But dude, you're slipping. You are slipping. I think it's not a regular starter. Look at by James Ward-Prowse. Yeah, 3-3.
So
oh my goodness.
The initial story was exclusive. Chelsea agreed to sell Mason Mount, right?
Yeah, let's speed it up now. Let's speed it up so we can jump off and then go watch the game.
So yeah, basically they said exclusive. Chelsea have agreed to sell Mount, and they put like other stuff like he's free to find a new club, blah blah blah. Then they quote tweeted their own tweet and put Chelsea's stance was that they would always sell Mount if contract terms were not agreed. Mount's team working on options and will be an interesting couple of weeks. So if they're working on options, that means they're still talking to Chelsea as well then. Also, we know that they're going to look to reopen contract talks with him at the end of the season. So how do we suddenly go from, they'll open talks end of the season to all of a sudden they've agreed to sell him?
Yeah, they're making things up.
Makes no sense.
Just twist.
The guy, I'll give the guy this. The guy is fairly reliable, but this feels like something just to do clickbait. Because people have been saying they'll talk in the summer, and then all of a sudden, they've agreed to sell him.
Right.
How does that make sense?
Go ahead, Mr. Weissman. You say something.
I mean, it's a lot of twists in it. That's why it's like, that's why even in the end, I usually just wait until I actually get like actual like confirmation, like signature on the dotted line for this to happen. But it honestly is what keeps people coming in. I mean, is the reason why people tune into like Sky Sports like every day during the transfer window because they want to see what's the latest rumor, who's going where here and there and stuff. I know Chelsea's trying to get it done with the Mason Mount contract situation. I really hope I really hope he stays in Chelsea. But if he
Yeah.
leaves, then it's just what can you do?
Oh yeah, yeah. Phew. That's another situation. Gunnar said, let's all laugh at Tottenham at this moment. And he said that we're trying to wrap up. We got just 5 minutes to wrap up. Phantom of Blue Blood said this, Phantom of any topic is is the difficult position that you will have to buy a Tottenham Hotspur shirt as well. And also Gunnar said Thomas Tuchel is in India enjoying some meditation and yoga. Please don't let Spurs ruin another great manager that was a very good, that has a very good
Ruin
reputation.
another great manager that has a very good rep.
Phantom said Blue Blood, if Tuchel at Chelsea gets Levy to get Rudiger,
Tottenham.
had to get to Tottenham to get Levy to get Rudiger, had to resist that Spurs. Absolutely. I'm already
Levy
starting
don't
the
spend.
rumor. Levy will get Tuchel if Conte leaves. How about Leeds? They kicked butt today. Nottingham Forest got to get back in winning streak to go Leeds, Manchester City, and Nottingham Forest. How's everyone today coming from Todd? Let me take that comment again. How about Leeds? They kicked butt today. Nottingham Forest got to get back in winning streak. Go Leeds, Leeds, Manchester City, and Nottingham Forest. How's everyone? Everyone is doing very, very well, Todd. We're doing great. Nice to see you here, Todd. Your camera. Oh, my camera again. Sorry, I didn't even notice my camera was off.
I thought you were fixing it. That's why I didn't say anything.
No, I didn't know it was off. Thank you. I123. Always, she's the first one to tell me when Ryan is sleeping. What is going on here? Wolf and Leeds United. There's fight in there, man. Wolves got a red card, and there's a big fight on the pitch.
I think it's that Mateus Nunes guy. Apparently, he got sent off for dissent or something. So it must have been like a second yellow or something.
Yeah. I think there was a red card there, and very fuming. Someone is furious over there. Can't see you. Thank you very much. I'm back here. I'm back here now. Thank you very much. I want to always you watching my back before Steven, before Ryan. But then probably I have to put Ryan on suspension because Ryan is not watching me very well. So Ryan will be going on suspension very soon. Blue Blood said that Chelsea being linked to Declan Rice might result in Mount wanting to stay. Maybe yes, Declan Rice's link is very, very serious. It's the history of Tottenham Hotspur coming from my big brother Neri. So guys, we have how many more minutes? We got just 2 minutes to end the stream. Guys, let's have prediction scoreline. Chelsea, Everton before we hop off, guys. Yeah, let me start with the panel. I'll start from Mr. Ryan on my left hand side. Go to Steven. Go to the biggest wise man ever here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-1 Chelsea,
Yeah, 2-1.
And I think Mudryk will come off the bench and he'll score.
I'm trying to write this down. Ryan said 2-1. Let's see if Ryan hit the jackpot. 2-1, Mr. Ryan. Steven.
Do you know after the last couple performances?
Yeah.
Let's
so
go...
4-0. 4-0.
No. I wasn't gonna say for. Let's go for. Ooh. Let's go back-to-back games of scoring 3, but we've got to keep a clean sheet, so 3-0.
So 3-0, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wiseman.
3-1, now we go 3-0. That's my view.
Okay.
I think.
We lost him. Yeah. We lost him for now. This bad. I'm saying 4-0. Nee said 4-0 because I'm picking up from 1-0. We move on to 2-0. Then we move on to 3-1. So we're gonna up the scoreline. Just one. He said okay. He said 2-1. So Mr. Weissman said 2-1. 2-1. So I'm putting all the prediction down. He said 4-0. Let's see who wins these predicted scoreline this weekend.
Watch
So
it be like a 1-0 now.
do I?
No, I said watch it end up being like 1-0 now.
1-0.
None of us got it right.
You can't predict.
That's
Chelsea
my
very
feeling.
unpredictable.
Low scoring, yeah.
Mr. Whiteman said 2-1. Chelsea, Chelsea Pulisic gets an assist.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ryan. You were saying something.
No. I know we haven't got much time left, but I wanted to just very quickly, very quickly touch on Arsenal because you mentioned it, the Arsenal game against Sporting. Yeah, obviously a very frenetic, exciting game. Arsenal out of Europe. Arsenal lost to a Sporting team that was very fearless, and they obviously got knocked out of the Champions League, although they'd beaten Tottenham in the group stage. So it's interesting to see, some Arsenal YouTubers with big social media following say that they got bigger fish to fry and they're not worried about Sporting and getting knocked out of the Europa League. But this is a team that got knocked out of the group stage of the Champions League. If they're struggling to beat them, how are they gonna thrive in the next season's Champions League? So it's interesting. And just a quick positive for Root. They beat them once. I think the match in home game for Tottenham was, I think, a draw.
Oh, so and what you're telling me is that Lisbon run London on the north side?
Yeah, exactly.
Lisbon
and big shout out, big shout out to Ruben Amorim, the Sporting manager. He's only 38 years old.
Yeah.
Big things expected of this guy. So remember the name.
Okay, yeah. Very soon we're gonna see him in the Premier League. Very soon, guys. And when that happened, Ryan, you remember the name? Ruben what? Oh, the player. That's the player that scored from the middle of the pitch, right?
No.
That's
the manager Amorim.
No.
Manager.
Amorim, the guy who scored the goal of the season. Yeah, it was a stunning goal. Was Pedro Goncalves.
His first name is more popular than his last name.
Pedro Goncalves.
Pedro, right? Pedro.
Pedro Goncalves.
Yeah, Gunnar, if you guys are listening, you want to go buy that player. He's a baller, man. That guy is a baller. Let me read some few last comments, and then we can bring this. Gunnar is learning. Sorry, I didn't mean to say learn. He's listening. Gunnar, if you listen to what Ryan said, if you guys cannot handle the position where you guys found yourself in the Europa League, how can you thrive in Champions League next season? Because your aim of winning the Premier League is to be able to play in Europe, which is Champions League. Can you handle the Champions League? Because the text there is tougher than what you guys face in the Europa League. If you cannot beat Sporting FC or Sporting CP or whatever their name is, then who can you beat, Gunnar? Look, you guys have to come again. You guys need to come again. So Phantom of Benny topic said, if Chelsea signs Jose Mourinho or Declan Rice, I'm true blue 100%. Even if Fulham is higher on the table, even if Tuchel is at Spurs, coming from a Phantom of Benny topic. Uncle, is it jogging? Is already eyeing his
Jurgen
Klopp. It's already eyeing his nephew Mason Mount, coming from Phantom of Benny topic. And Neri said, unless Potter makes in-game tactics, Everton would dominate the midfield because of their height and physicality. 1-0 to Everton. And so that's coming from Neri's prediction is 1-0. So I'll put Neri's prediction also over there. He said 1-0.
Genuinely, they don't have much height in the midfield.
Oh, okay. What is going on?
Huh?
Did I have? I think I have some comments tonight. Okay, I read all of that. Okay, this is also coming from 1-0, coming from Tor. This is my friend nephew said 1-0 Chelsea. Havertz scores, assist, and also Pulisic. Okay, thank you very much. When that happened, you guys should be very, very happy. My friend Raphael says that, coming from the Gunnar said, need to improve our depth. Our bench players is not good enough. That's the reason. Okay, and I hope you guys will bring in more players that can help, because Champions League, you got almost about lots of competition, 5 or 6 competitions next season, lots of games to play, because our depth will be better, bro, when you have 3 4 players that gets rotated in rotated. It runs It runs our balance. We need better players on the bench. You should know this, bro. Absolutely, I know, Gunnar. I know 100%. Declan Rice speaks soon. Okay, I know 100%, bro. I know, but the way you guys, play that game was not good enough. But can you guys attract? Although you're going to the Champions League, can you attract those big names? Can you attract them? And will they come? And also, you are setting the bar very high. Arsenal are setting the bar very high. If you win the trophy this season and you guys could not perform well next season, there will be a big step down in terms of the way you guys are picking up. So we have to remember that. If you guys don't perform very well in terms of small teams beating Arsenal next season, then it will be a very, very difficult thing to talk about. So Ryan have talked, Stephen have talked. We're gonna bring the stream to an end, guys. Let's wrap up. Thank you everyone that has been here. Gunnar, outstanding. You are always lighting up the chat everywhere, Twitter, and also here on YouTube. Todd, big up to you, my brother, and then your nephew, and also Mr. Neri. Nice to see you here, Mr. Weitzman. Nice joining us on the platform and also the comment section. Thank everyone for supporting this platform. We still got a long way to go, but then if you're part of those few members, I'm seeing everyone that I keep coming, because a time will come when this platform gets too big that I can't read comments anymore. I have to prioritize some of the comments, and when the time is come, that is when I'm gonna take my head back to those days when I had small members, those that were supporting me all the time, that comes on this platform. Like I said, a time will come when the chat is too big that I can't read all the comments. Then I have to pick between. That is when I'll be looking at the people that have stayed with me for quite a long time. I will be reading those comments, and those that are joining because the platform is getting bigger and bigger. Everybody wants to find themselves in there. Then I'm going to prioritize who I'm going to read this message and who I'm not going to read, because it's not easy doing this and reading thousands of messages every day. So a time will come, I'll be looking at favorable people like Gunnar, Phantom of Minute Topic, which they'll have to purchase a super chat for me to read their comment. Todd and Mr. Wiseman and all those people, wonderful people here, Blue Blood and all of them, CFCOG and all these people. I have to read their comments without even thinking of it. So a time will come, because I'm not gonna stay at level 1 all the time. I have to move on from 1 to 2 and then trying to get up to level 10. So it will take time, but then I see the light. It's coming soon. Declan Rice
just
can
walked
play.
out, by the way.
Go ahead, Steven, so we can wrap up. Steven, wrap it up for us.
The teams are literally just walked out. They're showing the lineups for last time.
Okay, Mr. Ryan, what do you have to say? Then I'll say bye-bye to everyone.
No, just good luck for Chelsea. I think they will win this, but I think it will be closer than maybe some of us are anticipating. Just looking at the Man City match, so Man City Burnley FA Cup quarterfinals kicking off in 15 minutes as well. Erling Haaland starts for that, and so does Foden and Mahrez. So it looks like a very strong lineup Guardiola has picked, and it's obviously Burnley boss is Vincent Kompany, the ex Man City legend, coming back to the Etihad. So emotional day for Man City.
All right, guys, we will be back for the match reaction as soon as the game is over. Within the next 20 or 15 minutes, we will be back for match reaction. So stay tuned for that. Also, we'll see you guys again right after the game is over. See you and enjoy the rest of the game. Mr. Weissman said, good day, everyone. Good day to you. Thank you for being here with us. Enjoy the game, guys. Ryan will take some notes in terms of I might not watch that Carabao Cup game, but then Ryan will take more notes on that. And when we come over here, he can take us through that. So thank you, guys. We'll see you guys again shortly. Leo Desperandos, like I always say, good afternoon and enjoy the game, all my neighbors. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.